Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the playthrough of Gran Turismo 3. We are doing campaign races after getting the B license, and yesterday we started off with the first Sunday Cup event. We golded it in a very cool, I don't even know what it is, a Mitsubishi Kuori or Daihatsu. It was pretty cool mini car. I find it pretty damn cool. It is still worth 2,700. Was not expecting that. This episode we are doing the next event, and our Mitsubishi Kuori, even with a little bit better sport exhaust and a sport chip, is no match for the competition. And we won this car, which I find also a very cool car, after winning the Sunday Cup. But this one is also not really up to the task. So we could tune this car a bit. But I was thinking, after getting the B license all gold, we got this Mazda. And it is actually, I do think it's quite overpowered, because this one, I don't know how, but it has 168 horsepower with after an oil change. So I will just quickly check this one. If it feels really overpowered, we will go with the Torino and we will tune it a bit. But yeah, this seems, there are so many events as I understand, and also in the professional league, very long events. So even if we now have an event that goes quite quickly, because we have a competitive car, I like to win in underdog cars, like that you really have to fight for it. But yeah, even if this one goes a little bit quicker, doesn't really matter. There will be a lot of hard events later on, I'm sure. And if it's not a race, it will be the license tests. Alright, this one we have, so we're going to do the Clubman Cup. Unless it really feels extremely overpowered, then I will swap to the Torino and we are going to... Or we can buy another car, I don't know, we have 7,000. Yeah, you cannot really buy much for 7,000, I think. Let's disable the assists. Alright, we already did that. Here we go. Yeah, again, I do think this will be too easy in this car, but okay, let's just see. Although that MR2 might be quite quick there. At least I think it's an MR2, this yellow car. Yeah, but we are really way quicker than the rest. Although, of course, I don't really know the track that well. And I'm making mistakes. I do think we are quicker, but I'm not driving that well, so it is still requires a little bit of concentration. I will just keep this car and do the event in this one. It's also a good way to slowly but surely get to know these tracks. God damn it, I'm always missing my shifter button. And we're actually not going that good. The handling in this game is absolutely sublime. It feels so realistic. It feels better than in any other Gran Turismo that I remember. Alright, we are simply speaking faster on the straight, I think, than the rest. It's not by a lot, actually quite tricky still. That MR2 is quite quick. Yeah, I'm over braking. I don't know how sharp the corners are, so I'm... Alright, finally a couple of places. Here we go, and we're to your mind. Alright, again, over braking. Too late on the power. Alright, I need to catch him here. Man, good chance that I will not catch him. Ah, fuck my life. I thought we still had a bit. Alright, so it is not super easy, but it's certainly doable. I don't understand why there is not a restart button here. Why do we have to go out of the whole race? And I also find it a bit of a bummer that there is no second-hand car dealer. That's so cool, just browsing it, seeing if there are cool cars coming up. They don't even need to be that much cheaper, but the fact that it rotates is just fun. You never know what you may find in there. Alright, the MR2 is stuck behind the Peugeot. Man, it's really easy to get the tail to slide out in this car. I do think I read that slipstreaming is a thing in this game as well, which is pretty damn cool. Right, side by side. I don't know how to look to the left or right. I don't even think it's possible. Man, again, pretty challenging still. There goes the MR2. needs a brake there. I have to remember that. First right-hander. And again, over here, I'm over braking or over lifting. Over braking over here as well. Man, it's a cool track actually. I really like how all the textures of the curbs and of the buildings, they all look weathered and dirty a bit. Everything looks lived in compared to how I remember GT4 and all the others. It's just, the art style is just amazing. Alright, we have a good lead. But we can still mess it up easily. Man, so cool that I got the wheel to work, because the force feedback really is pretty good. In the pocket. I didn't want to bump him off the road. Accidental. The camera angles are also so well done. It really feels almost like like a human controlling the camera. In the pockets. Alright, I think this one has quite long straights, so we should have an advantage here with pretty high top speed compared to the others. Oh shit, is that what they meant? There is like these automatic fixes in the emulator, which actually fixes some post-processing, and I had to disable that because I had to apply another fix because the wheels, when upscaling, the wheels are not aligned properly. They really look super wobbly. So if I have to, but now I'm looking at these headlights, and indeed the bloom seems to be a little bit too much. Unless I'm, maybe in the normal game it is also like this, or with those fixes applied. But if I have to choose between a little bit more bloom or those wobbly wheels, I really prefer to have the wobbly wheels fixed, because that is they really ruin the replays. Because the wheels are just misaligned. They're like almost like ovals, the rims. It still looks quite good. Headlights. Maybe it is just how it's supposed to be. Also, I tested this night race because in Gran Turismo 4 in night races there were indeed post-processing issues. But I quickly tested it here in GT3, and honestly I didn't see anything in the environment. Those headlights is the first time I really felt like there might be something amiss. But for the rest it looks amazing. The only thing is that I increased the brightness a bit for the daytime races, because I find it more realistic. At night, of course, maybe those lampposts are a little bit too much bloom, I don't know. But at night, fucking hell. It is of course a little bit too bright. I could maybe, if I revert it to normal, 1 second. So I'm gonna go here, graphics, post-processing, and we put brightness to what it was. I think it will still be quite bright. It's a little bit darker. Yeah, the blue may be a little bit too much in these lampposts. Alright, I will test that in between episodes. Here, we have a better top speed. Yeah, fuck me. I was afraid of that. I was braking while the car was not straight. Fuck me. We will not win this anymore, I think. Fucking hell, again, I'm in the wrong gear. I find it really annoying that the shifters, fuck me. Oh my god, I thought I still had a chance, now I blew it. And again, ah man, I cannot handle this. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. The shifter pedals, they move with the wheel, and the wheel moves violently. It's not a lot of rotation, it's only like 540 degrees. So it really moves quite violently. And I'm constantly pressing a pedal, and then it's shift up instead of shift down pedal. Pretty annoying. No, no, oh my god. Oh. God damn it, I don't want to bump into these cars. It's on accident. They're also bumping into me, by the way. these tracks are so much more engaging than in GT7. GT7 feels so barren, it feels so clinical. Wow, I don't know what's going on with that building in the distance. There are some glitches here. Oh my god. Oh fucking hell, man. Fucking. Oh my god! Alright, I'm getting super frustrated by my own mistakes, pressing the wrong shifter pedals constantly. Man, it's so easy to spin out over there because you are going downhill in the corner or in a faint bend. Oh my god, again, wrong gear. You can better play with a shift knob compared to pedals, I think. A lot of games. It's much more easier to control. Yeah, there's also a lamppost light over there that is not rendering correctly. It renders through the environment, but mostly it looks all pretty good, I would say. The graphics. In the pocket. Alright, let's look for glitches. Alright, let's quickly see if we turn up the brightness again. How big of a difference is that? At least the settings that I had. Not that big of a difference. Yeah, so the headlights, they do appear a bit weird on the tarmac. Like it are cones below the tarmac. In the pocket. Holy shit, the MR2 is gone. Oh, holy shit, this car is really... easy to slide around. Too much braking, way too much. Man, it's an epic track. AI is pretty aggressive. Come on, little car, you can do this. Final corner. No fucking hell, man. Screwed. Right. That was one fair and square by the MR2. I do have to say, it's pretty challenging for like the second cup in the whole campaign. And we're not even in a super slow car, we are in a 168 horsepower car. And I have to say, I like it, this challenge, compared to modern games. It takes players seriously. Alright, I have to do a very quick sanitary stop. Here we go. No more kidding around. braking way too much over there. That's for sure where we can gain. Alright, I have no idea where the braking point is here. Alright, he smashed into me. That's good, otherwise he would have passed me. So I'm by no means playing very well. No, no, oh, fuck, why not? No, oh. Fucking hell, man. Alright, we're gonna do a do or die here. Oh my god, fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Oh my god. No. Okay, I still got the prize. Fuck me. We're getting out on top right from the start. Right, I'm sure the MR2 is catching up soon. But these are two epic corners, I really find. Not gonna lie. Here, check out how much time I'm losing through that corner all the time. Super annoying. Also that one, terrible.
Well, they were pretty close behind me. In the rear view mirror, it looked like they were way further behind.
in the pocket. And I think it's time for a bonus car. Ah, god damn it, another one. It has pretty nice rims, pretty shiny rims. Alright, in the pockets, then we have front challenge. Only FF. Now we do have our little Daihatsu. The thing is also, you don't maybe want to sell your cars too quickly, because there are lots of, I think, events with regulations where you only need specific types of cars, maybe like from a certain period, or the MX-5 Cup. So you really want to have, that's what apparently this campaign does very well. It really forces you into a very wide array of different cars. So it's not all about like, oh, this is my favorite car, I'm gonna sell the rest. Then you will not, and I'm gonna tune up my favorite car until it beats everything. Then you still will not be able to progress that much, because you need specific cars. Yeah, so we have, this is all FR, I think. Yeah, we have one FF, but yeah, we already used that one, so let's see if we can. Now, also maybe good, before we buy totally the wrong car, is do a preview and see what kind of competition there is. Alright, a Lupo kit car, 205. Yeah, that kit car will rule this, right? Or that cup car. Not really. Alright, I do think actually that these are more or less the same competitors that we had before with our Daihatsu, so we could stand a chance. How can we see if how the oil is? Is this good or not good? I have no idea. Because fresh oil can give you a little speed boost or a horsepower boost. Let's just assume we already did that. Fuck me, that cup car is now in front. So it will not be held up by anyone. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. don't think we stand a chance here. Five seconds behind. Why is there a cup car on the field with only regular cars? Yeah, this is not going to work. Man, we can't even afford that car. We don't have enough money for a good car. Here, I think they are all sorted by price, so here, we cannot even afford this one. Alright, what we can do is put a turbo on our car. Here, what's up with that rear wheel? Why is that not aligned? The wheels are not really aligned properly. Alright, we already have a turbo on our car, so we just need to increase the turbo. Alright, this goes to 102. Yeah, with this one we should surely win, right? But let's just go with the first one. If it doesn't win, then we do have a problem, because then I don't have money for the stage 2. A compact turbine increases power in the high engine speed range without sacrificing torque at low and medium engine speeds. It has fast response and little turbo lag. It is well balanced and applicable to any type of circuit. High durability parts such as metal gaskets and an oil cooler and a strengthened oil pump are also supplied to replace the existing parts. Here we go. And then maybe we can also put on some better tires. Simulation, sports, racing, dirt. Man, tires are, I don't know, what are simulation tires? Tires which are as close as possible in characteristics to real tires. Although it is extremely difficult to drive using the game controller, you can experience a simulation of real driving, which does not feel like a game. These tires require quicker braking, careful steering and delicate work with the accelerator. These are tires specific to surface roads. Alright, I'm now super curious what this means. Why are the simulation tires not by default on the car? Sports tires. Special sports driving tires which allow a higher level of grip on surface roads than normal tires. One set for front and rear wheels. Fitting high performance tires is said to be one of the more effective ways of improving the driving performance of the car. Once you buy the tires, you will receive tire service continually from then onwards. Alright, let's just, I'm just curious about these. It will not make us quicker, but if it doesn't work, then we only need like 1 or 2 races to win, or come in second or third, and then we have enough money to buy the sports tires. Man, this whole figuring out how to get through a race event is real fun. Other Gran Turismos don't have it the way this game has it. It's way on another level, this game. Alright, the little Daihatsu that coots. Or maybe not, because we are quite far behind actually. Yeah, this is not going to work. At all. Alright, learning moments. It also feels like I'm having a little bit too much wheel spin. Just didn't feel good at all. So yeah, what are we going to do? We are just going to sell our Mazda. We probably regret it because we probably have to buy. Yeah, let's see when the Mazda MX-5 Cup is. That is still quite far ahead, so no worries. And also we do have another MX-5, although I do think the other one is slower. God damn it, man. I'm so unfocused, constantly pressing the wrong stuff. Alright, so here, this Mazda, I think it's a 1.4 or something. It's also a 1.8, but it's only 130 horsepower. With oil change, maybe 135. I do like this old model with the pop-up headlights much better than this one. So we are gonna sell this one. See you later. And we are going to put some race tires on the car. Sports tires. Holy shit, these are expensive. And we're also going to put on a intercooler. We like cool air flowing through the turbo. Or not, yeah, through the turbo. Into the intake manifold. Why does it default to preview? People, 9 out of 10 want to press entry. So if you let it default to entry, you save over a full playthrough. So many button presses. Alright, here we go. very tricky. Although we certainly are more competitive. Nice. Alright, now maybe this car will also overbrake a bit. Why is he only driving 130 in a cup car? Alright, is he gonna brake? He is gonna brake. So we have a fighting chance here. Alright, I was not expecting this to work actually. Man, why am I always screwing up that corner? Just braking way too early over there. God damn it. Got distracted by pressing the camera button. Alright, come on little car, you can do this. Holy shit. No, fuck my life. Man. AI really is not messing around with going around the outside. Alright, no more kidding around. Our Daihatsu can take this. Alright, learning moments. We have to brake later into this first corner. I don't understand how they do it. They are really braking mid-corner. Holy shit, almost crash. But we made it, we're through. And again, how do they do that? Too much lift off, fucking hell. Yeah, this is going to be very tricky. No, fucking hell. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, see you later, dude. In the pocket. Right. In the mirror, the opponent car doesn't have wheels, so there certainly is something a bit glitchy with wheels. Right, I don't have a lot of time anymore, so let's see if we can still win this event, still this episode. 9:30, still have to cook. Alright, now the question is, do we have enough top speed on such a long track? Long straight track. I don't think that the Cup car necessarily has high top speed as well. That is more made for racetracks, not necessarily highways like this track. But goddammit, they're a goner. Thank you, that put me... Oh my god, fucking wheel, man. I need to shift before the corner in the correct gear that I will need in the corner, because I cannot shift during the corner because the wheel is all over the place. Nah, fuck me. It does have higher top speed. Or maybe not. Come on, little car, you can do this. Yes, we are gaining. Fucking hell. Alright, too much braking in there. Nice! Sorry dude. Fuck you. In the pocket. The little Daihatsu that could. In the pocket. Alright, we started in day 39 I think, it's now day 44. I have no idea how that works. Maybe each race that you do, each event is... No. Because we did only one event before this. So maybe each race that you complete is a day. But the little Lupo Cup car will be much quicker here with all these corners. Probably has terrific handling. Alright, I really don't need to brake as much there. Way too much lift off and steering, fucking hell. I will never win this way. And again, fuck my life, man. Again, I'm lifting off when it's not needed. At least now I'm not braking too much in that one. That's good. that I need to take just right. I.e. not too much braking. Oh my god. Alright, this is pretty tricky to win. Alright, I don't think this is gonna work out. We need to do something. far I should take him. Alright, I don't know what to do. Do we do one more attempt? But I really have the feeling that it's pretty damn tricky. I mean, once you're in front, it should be much easier, because it's also quite hard for him to then catch you, I guess. Nice! Woohoo! I was already thinking, what am I going to do? Am I just going to keep at it? I don't have time, but I also don't want to spend like a lot of money on upgrades, and also upgrading too much feels like cheating. So really nice that it worked out. It was in one corner, I was keeping, I think, the car too much in the high revs. I should just shift up and then you actually accelerate a bit more. Alright, this one was really nice. Good one to end the episode. Unfortunately, I don't have time anymore. But this is perfect. 2 events, 2 prize cars. Check out the headlights in the bumper, they're huge. Or in the spoiler down below. Man, these races, this is what Gran Turismo is all about, seriously. Slightly tuned car, cool normal cars, cool circuits. This is really what it's all about. GT7 has such wide tracks. It is ridiculous how wide the tracks are. Here everything feels more, yeah, dangerous. Here, this is where I really got closer compared to earlier attempts by being in a higher gear. At least that's what I think. Man, what a game. So happy I booted up this one. Alright, time for a bonus car. This is a meme car, I think. This is one of the biggest GT3 memes of a guy getting this car and then saying something like, pink. Pretty funny. Pretty damn funny. I wonder if our Daihatsu is worth more with the upgrades. So let's see, I think earlier it was 2,700 or something. Sale price. Yeah, still the same. What a cool car. What an amazing car to start the campaign with. Kuori. Next episode we are going to do the next event. Let's check it out. Front rear. Grand Valley SS5 Apricot Hill. Yeah, I would really like to play it, although I don't like the sound of the car, honestly. I would really, for variety, I would like to do it in the Sprinter. How much is this sale? 3,600. Yeah, but I do want to drive this car as well. I do find this somehow, I don't know why, but a quintessential Gran Turismo car. A little Toyota. Yeah, so we have 9,000. We need 5,000 for tires. Then maybe a turbo. Oh, this doesn't do it? Oh, we already have this one. So this one has a turbo. Here, we don't have money for this one. What would it do? It's a pretty big jump in power. So then we would need 3,000, we need 8,000. So we could sell all our stuff, cars, and do that. But let's first see what the competition is. I'm sure the competition is quite fierce. Because already in an earlier race, like that first one we did. So what did we do? The Clubman Cup and the FF Challenge. This one, the Terreno was not competitive. Why doesn't it just show here a list of typical opponents? Here, yeah, we will for sure not be competitive here. Pretty cool car, by the way, the 200 SX. But yeah, all these cars, they have way more horsepower, I think, than the 160 that we would get from the turbo. $50K. $190 horsepower. Of course it is much heavier, I guess. 1465 kg. What else was there? I think a Nissan Silvia and a 200 SX. 162, 13 kg. Sylvia K, 200 horsepower. $200 SX. Sylvia Spec R Aero, 246 horsepower. A pity that it doesn't show acceleration and top speed. Yeah, it does show it, I think, in yeah, I saw it somewhere. It showed a circle graph with performance. $216. $202. This one is 1220. It has less horsepower than this one. 1250. It's not even that much lighter. That's weird. This one looks much faster. Why are... So it is not ordered by price actually. I thought it was ordered by price. Alright. Anywho, we're a bit stuck here. It is quite light. That's an advantage. This is FR, right? FF, I mean, yeah. XJ220 is in the game. Lister, super cool car. These are way too expensive. I really like this Esprit V8. Speed 12 is also in this game. Nice. I think there are also some cars that are not in the dealership but that you win. This is that weird Vertigo, Gillette Vertigo, I think, yeah. Weird car. Don't like it really. Holden, Tickford, never heard of it. 1.5 million, that's ridiculous. Why is that more expensive than a Pagani? Alright, so in initially I was like, it has like 150 cars or so, this game. I was like, yeah, that's way more than enough. But I do have to maybe give it to the haters that were saying, yeah, the car roster is a bit lean. Indeed, it is a lot of cars. But it's a very nice car roster, for sure, 100%. But I do think it's better than, the amount of cars in GT4, like 300, 400, although there are a lot of duplicate cars there. But then also, more importantly, with a second-hand car dealer, I do like that better. Although I didn't even see everything yet. There's all kinds of stuff here still. Yeah, now the car roster here is really nice, really varied. Wow, does this thing only weigh 1270? Apparently. Dodge, but this one's Chrysler also had a Viper. What's the difference between a Chrysler and a Dodge Viper? No idea. Old school GT40, how cool is that? Panos, extremely cool car. And this one as well, also GT4, it has a super cool sound, this one. For Gran Turismo standards. Yeah, we don't have the money for these, unfortunately. But we will get to them later on. Yeah, there are also some duplicates here. These are basically the same cars as the Acuras. Or maybe not. So this is a Type R. This epic quintessential GT Gran Turismo game car. So Type R and S0. And here we have the regular one and another regular one. I don't know what the difference is. This one 276 1370 weight. This one 289 1392. Yeah, so that's the same power to weight ratio. This one power to weight ratio 4.816. And this one 5. Now, what is better, higher or not? Now, I think lower is better. Anyway. Here, why can't we buy this car? Man, I'm so looking forward to the weekend. Why? Because I'm a week off. And it will be a Gran Turismo holiday. Also, the background design of these car dealers. It's so cool. Ah, we have 2 Tommy Carreras. But anyway, long story short, here, epic car. Looking forward to driving that one. This one as well, by the way. I find this is one of my favorite rally cars. Anywho, we don't have money to buy a good front rear FR car. So what we could do, yeah, I think realistically, I would really like to. Oh fuck me, we sold that Mazda. That Mazda that we had was quite competitive. It had 160 horsepower. It was much quicker than the Sprinter. So what we could do, 36, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 is what we can get. So 10, 5, 5 for the here, why does it say naturally aspirated? It doesn't have a turbo, but why does it say that I already bought a turbo? Or do you only need to buy those items once and then you can put them on any car? Ah, maybe. Here, it says purchased. I don't understand. It says, or did I purchase? No, I don't remember buying this and putting it on the car. This is really weird. And it also says 111 horsepower to 111 horsepower. While the car stock has more than that. $127. I think that's the same as it was mentioned in the dealership. Where can you change your cars? Here, I think over here. No, I cannot. No, that's not. Yeah, I think it may be not applicable. I have no idea. Not available for this car, but why wouldn't we be able to put a turbo on this car? Here, 128, naturally aspirated. Ah, now it works somehow. I don't know. It did say 111 to 111 before, so there was like a glitch. Alright, so we go to 167, 4500. How much did we have? 10,500 or something. So we also buy tires, 9.5, and then we have 2,000 left. But this will be a gamble. Then we can do like chip tuning. 1,000. We could do that, but then we don't have, it will be a gamble because then we don't have any cars left anymore for other stuff. Let's see what race will be coming after. Man, I miss this messing around, trying to get the best way forwards. This really is lacking from any other GT after this one. In this way, it's done so well here. Alright, so we are now over here. Yeah, and then we have to buy a mid-rear car afterwards. Now, we don't have that one anyways. This one neither. What's this one? Cars eligible for entry. Ah, yeah, the Quora. So we can better keep our Quora, I would say. But yeah, on the other hand, that is still 1, 2, 3 championships away. Here, for this one we need the Mazda. The MX-5. For this one, we can keep the Torino, I guess. Yes. Ah, so there are 2 Torinos in the game. Is there another Torino? I didn't see anything. This is GT Apex Torino. This looks like a Lexus LS 200 or 400. Alright, this is a faster MR2. Alright, maybe that other Torino is a price car. I don't understand. Anywho, it will be a gamble. But we have to do something. Even if we sell all our cars, we only have 20,000. We cannot even buy that much of a car for 20,000. I think it's best if we tune the Torino. But we will be doing that in the next episode. I will very quickly I wanted to quickly look up Dodge Viper versus Chrysler Viper. Dodge Viper versus Chrysler Viper. Alright, Dodge is American, Chrysler is for the European market. It's just a brand difference, nothing more than that. Guys, I have to end the episodes. In between episodes I will also test those potential bloom issues or post-processing issues on special state Route 5. If I put, I now have the automatic game fixes disabled because I had to enable another fix to make the wheels align better, which in my view is a way bigger issue. But I'm just curious if it made any difference with those fixes enabled or disabled in special states Route 5. We'll report back in the next episode. Hope to see you there. Hope you enjoyed. For the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. Later.